Senna. And what is this man going to do next year? Is he going to stay where he is? Or is he going to go to to Williams? Or is he going to take a year off? Take a holiday?
One never knows what Ayrton Senna has got in his mind, but certainly he's playing a fairly serious game. He's indicated that there's only one team he would like to drive for in 1993, and that is the Williams Renault team. We're aware of furious offers made via television in Hungary that he's prepared to drive for $23 million less than Nigel Mansell. Well, I'm not quite sure whether Ayrton Senna would actually drive for nothing or not, but certainly he would love to drive for Williams. Obviously, McLaren would dearly love to keep him because he is a major asset. And of course, with McLaren, we don't know yet what engine they're going to have. We're expecting announcements to be made in regard of Honda and McLaren at Monza in 2 weeks' time. But this is a big game of chess that's going on, and Ayrton Senna does know how to play a game of chess.
Mansell, Senna, Tracy Schumacher, we've all seen that. And this man, Jerry Boutsen in 5th. Mika Hakkinen is now taken over 6th place from Johnny Herbert, who is back in 7th. Gerhard Berger is in 8th. Martin Brundle 9th, and Jean Alesi is 10th. Gabriele Tarquini is 11th. Then Andre de Cesar is in 12th. Ivan Capelli is 13th, and Eric van der Poel is 14th, just in front of Michele Alboreto and Carl Wendlinger. That's the current situation here at the moment in Spa-Francorchamps, with roughly 10 minutes to go.
And Michael Schumacher has now put himself onto the second row, in 3rd place. He is now into the 1 minute 53 second bracket with 53.456. Very, very good indeed from Michael Schumacher. Remember, absolutely blinding here in his debut Grand Prix last year, and equally blinding here at Spa in a Benetton Ford.
John, Roberto Moreno has not yet taken over Perry McCarthy's car because Perry's just gone out. After 49 minutes and 5 seconds, Perry McCarthy has crossed the timing beam here in Spa, and he's the 29th and only driver not yet gone out together with Eric Gomez to register a time. I think it's worrying moments for Christian Fittipaldi, Roberto Moreno and Perry McCarthy, and also Eric Gomez, because in Spa, John, you never ever know what the weather is going to do. As Lotus found out here not very long ago with Nelson Piquet and Satoru Nakajima, with both cars not qualifying.
Very unpredictable, of course. We're quite high up here in the Ardennes forest, and any cloud that's passing by is drawn by a magnet. The trees here just draw that cloud down, and in a very short space of time you can have absolutely horrendous weather here in Spa. It's part of the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa. Wet weather is being predicted, not necessarily forecast, but certainly predicted for Saturday qualification. So it is vital, absolutely vital, for everybody to try and do the best they can today.
Well, Ayrton Senna, let's see what that first intermediate time brings. And Nigel Mansell, 31.182, and only 0.2 of a second slower. That's as close as we've seen anyone to Nigel Mansell so far.
If Senna can keep up that pace, I predict that he'll do a time somewhere in the high 1 minute 52 second bracket, but he has to maintain it. Now, we've seen that Mansell could do that. I don't know whether the McLaren and Ayrton Senna are able to do the same thing, but certainly this lap would indicate an improvement from Ayrton Senna,
who's just overtaken Perry McCarthy, who got out of the way very well, Paul. And Senna 4 corners away from that second intermediate time. Right, left, right, and then I think it's in the middle of that right-hander back onto the straight where that third intermediate, second intermediate time is.
Yes, here. This is coming between the 2 bits of Stublow. And now you see he's lost 0.8 of a second. But I still believe this is a good enough time to see an improvement from Senna. And Mansell has gone out and done a 1 minute 50.545. He didn't say it, he slipped it in. That was a fresh set of tyres that Nigel Mansell did that time on. Remember, we saw earlier in the session where he had found an improvement with the car. Those fresh tyres further improved, and Mansell now into the middle 1 minute 50 second bracket. Well, Senna didn't make it into the 52s. He couldn't maintain that improvement that we saw from him on that first intermediate stage. but he still retains his front row good position. But Nigel Mansell is up and running and gone.
Mansell 50.545, then Senna 53.3, Schumacher 53.4, Patrese 53.5, and there we see confirmation of that lap on screen. Terry Boutsen 54.6, Mika Häkkinen 54.8, and Carl Wendlinger has stopped out on the circuit with the march somewhere. So the situation is relatively unchanged, apart from the fact that Mansell is nearly 3 seconds faster than his nearest rival. There we see it on screen. Johnny Herbert 7th, Gerhard Berger is now up to 5th place with a 54.642, so that is outdated what we see there. Martin Brundle is still in 9th, Jean Alesi 10th, and the rest is still as it is. Not qualified for the moment are the two Andrea Motorcars and Christian Fittipaldi in 27th place, together with Eric Gomez, who has not done a lap so far. That's the situation here in Spa. Is Mansell going to go quicker? You can watch it here on Eurosport after the break. Welcome back here at Spa-Francorchamps for the first qualifying session for Sunday's Belgian Grand Prix. Nigel Mansell, just before the break, did a 50.545. Then Ayrton Senna did a 52.743 to snatch second place. And yes, John, you said it, he could do a 52. Schumacher is still in third at 53.221. Ricardo Patrese is fourth. Jean Alesi from nowhere up to fifth. Gerhard Berger is now sixth. Jerry Boutsen seventh. Eighth is Mika Häkkinen. Ninth and improving is Martin Brundle. 10th is Johnny Herbert. 11th Gabriele Tarquini. 12th Ivan Capelli. And 13th Andrea de Cesaris, just in front of Eric van der Poel. So the Belgians are doing very well indeed. Well, the top two, Gachot's 19th, so he should go a bit quicker.
Look at Ayrton Senna coming down the hill, back end of the car stepping out. So this is really the final effort that Senna has to improve further on that 1 minute 52-second lap. But really, I feel that Senna's very close to the limit of the car, the potential of the car. In today's configuration, now they'll do a lot of work overnight, but to get anywhere near Nigel Mansell, Mansell some 2.2 seconds faster than Senna's current quickest lap. But that's virtually, I mean, it is utterly impossible even for Ayrton Senna to do anything about it. And I believe Mansell, if push came to shove, I'm sure could get into a 1 minute 49-second lap. We hope to see something like that tomorrow afternoon, but that will depend entirely on the Spa weather. Jean Alesi just ahead of Senna. Yes, he came in very much as we've seen earlier from other people in the bus stop chicane, coming in under braking, the back end of the car getting light, and the back end locking on momentarily. It just, the pendulum effect just drags the back of the car around. Here we see it again in slow motion. Ayrton Senna, the car really out of control at this stage, opposite lock on. Ayrton Senna saying a lot of Brazilian things under his helmet, none of which we would understand. Very frustrating, because I'm sure he felt that was going to be an improvement on his previous best. Well, he's still on the provisional front row of the grid alongside Nelson Mansell, Nigel Mansell, and there the checkered flag out to bring to an end this first official 1 hour qualifying session.
So the front row for the moment on Friday afternoon here has 6 race victories on this circuit, and also 4 world champions or 4 world championship victories on that provisional front row. Then Michael Schumacher and Ricardo Patrese on the second. On the third row we find Jean Alesi and Gerhard Berger. On the next row we find Boutsen and Häkkinen, then Brundle and Herbert, and Gabriele Tarquini is 11th. So that is 5 of the first 11 engines are Ford HB engines, John.
Well, if you remember back to last year, the Ford HP was a very, very effective package indeed at Spa. Now Bertrand Gachot and JJ Leto passing pleasantries between one another. Both, of course, have the same sponsor, and I'm sure they're discussing what the potential of getting a further contract was for 1993. Well, if you believe that, folks, you'll believe anything.
Ivan Capelli is 12th. He could join into those negotiations, I suppose. Andrea de Cesaris 13th.